Good morning, everybody. It's Tourette's Trucker here. I'm back. I'm still down here in Miami. As far as I know, I'm still coronavirus free. We'll tell y'all about an incident that happened to me yesterday. Wasn't a very good one. It could have really been avoided if somebody would have done the right and proper decent thing. I will admit I dropped the F-bomb twice. I was so upset because of the principle behind what happened. If y'all want to find out what happened, stay tuned. I'll be right back.
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built.
Back. We're gonna talk about what happened at Best Buy yesterday. I actually ordered me a new Canon EOS RP camera, mirrorless camera. I got the Rode Video Mic Pro. Ordered me, of course, an SD card, camera case. Got the Gorilla tripod, smart quick release mount. Ordered a few things. Otherwise, for people who know cameras, you know, things, I spent a little bit. So you would think you would get good service when you spend money like that. Needless to say, at the Pembroke Pines, I did not. I actually ordered this stuff. Ordered it from the Best Buy in Ventura, Florida. I'm staying at Hollywood off Hallandale Beach, which is right down the road. I was literally only like 4 or 5 miles down the road from it. But I didn't know it until when I got there. I didn't pay attention. Alright, car flying by with his little boom. Gotta love these little mufflers. I think they're fast and furious. Anyway, I thought I checked every item individually to see if it was in stock, and I thought everything was in stock, but the camera bag was the last thing I did, and I guess I didn't check it. One of them last minute thoughts, you know, they're like, oh crap, I need a camera bag to put this stuff in. Last minute thought, hey, you know me, shiny object, other things get my attention, and some things just elude me. But anyway, I digress. So I placed the order. Went to the Best Buy, said it'd be ready for pickup in an hour. Went there to go get it. Then I looked at the email, like, oh crud. They didn't have the camera bag, so it kicked it over to the Pembroke Pines Best Buy because they had everything in stock. Okay, so I'm sitting there at the Best Buy parking lot. I'm like, oh crud. Now I need to drive over here 20 miles down the road to this Best Buy because they have everything in stock. Well, I drive and I get there. I get there at 10 minutes after 5. Okay, I've never done this curbside pickup or anything, or I didn't know what it was. I got there, saw everybody outside. You're not allowed inside Best Buy. Online orders only, and you go there and pick it up. So now that being said, with online orders and you go in there and pick it up, how busy do you think they really are? A lot of people want to be able to go in and look at something, test it, feel it out, see how it feels. Me, I literally spent 7 hours on YouTube looking at reviews, looking at everything on it, looking between DSLR cameras, the mirrorless cameras. Well, the mirrorless ones seem to be the newer technology going up. They're smaller, they're lighter. That seems to be the way that the future's going to head towards. You don't have the mirror that's got to keep flicking down for every shot. It's all electronic. So I decided to go with that one. So needless to say, I did my research, so I wouldn't have to actually go in the store to check everything out. Most people's not going to want to do that. So how busy do you think it actually was in the parking lot? Not busy. Somewhere up in here, in the screen over here, I'm going to put a screenshot showing the parking lot. Here's another thing that I did. Since I'm still new, I was not paying attention to this microphone. I forgot to turn the microphone on. Disclaimer here, I actually did like a 25-minute video in the Best Buy parking lot, the scene of the crime parking lot. I did about a 20-something minute video in their parking lot. I turned the camera on, I showed the store. I actually the manager, Todd, the manager of Pembroke Pines' name was Todd. I actually put him in there. I showed him, I zoomed in on him because he was there at the door, and the other guy. I think I might have got him. I couldn't remember if I actually got a hold of him or not, but I know I turned the camera around and I thought I actually got him before they ducked in the door. They may have ducked in the door before I got the footage. I can't remember offhand, to be honest. But if so, I'm going to put the footage up here. I'm going to do a screenshot, show them up here. But I'll also put them, you know, I'll do the parking lot showing you how it was, and then I'll also do them up front and how they were if I've got that in the footage. But I'll show that somewhere up here also. So, there weren't that many cars there. I got there 50 minutes before they closed. Employees were steadily running out. They were taking out, you know, what was going on. They were taking out orders to the people. They were steadily bringing orders. Well, with the orders that they were bringing, you would think they would have brought mine before a chance. But what they ended up doing, I sat there. Then probably about 6:30, I start seeing employees leave. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's employees leaving here. But they're not. It's like, are they going to do my order? Because they were still trickling out some orders to some cars as late as like, I guess 6:20. They were still bringing orders out to cars. Well, they knew I was there. When I first got there at 10 after 5, if I've got the guy in the yellow shirt in the clip that hopefully I put up there a minute ago, if I got the footage of him, when I first got there, I walked to him and said, look, I don't know how this operates, how this works. I showed him my phone where it showed the order number, showed that I was supposed to be picking it up that day before they closed. He said, well, you'll get a notification. As soon as we have it ready, you'll get a notification, and then we'll bring it out to your car. So my mind tells me when Best Buy confirmed that I would be picking it up today, which was yesterday. So pick it up the same day I ordered it. I'm there 15 minutes before they close after driving 20 miles there. Or, you know, still got there 15 minutes before they close. I'm thinking I'm going to get the order that day. Didn't work out that way. Finally at 6:30, I'm like, this is crazy when I see more employees walking out the door. You know, they're going do. I'm like, what's the deal here? Are they going to bring my order or what? Or, I mean, you know, is there a problem with it? Or my mind tell me maybe they're still looking. You know, there's a big difference between when you order something online and they say they have it, and then you get to the store and they can't find it. It's misshelved or something, or they were down to, you know, one or two and they can't find it. So that's what my mind was telling me. They were trying to find it. That's anybody would rationally think that, because even when you're in a store and you buy something, if they have to go to the back and look for it, sometimes they're like, well, I can't find it, you know, give me a few more minutes, we're going to have to look around and see if we can find it. And you're generally like, okay, you know, I mean, you know, you let me know why it's taking so long, why you don't just walk to the back and walk right back out with my product. They let you know something, which is perfectly fine and understandable. This was not the case. This guy let me sit out there, and finally, a daggone, you know, 6:40, after I saw 3 more employees walk out the door. By this time it was like 6 employees that had walked out the door. I'm like, I better go up and say something. I go up there. I stand out there by the front door. Finally, about 6:40, this a tall fella, and then the little shorter white guy with the yellow shirt, who I learned later, the manager Todd, was in a blue shirt, which everybody's usually in blue shirts, so you think they're just regular employees, so you kind of think the yellow shirts are the managers, but I guess not. The guy in the yellow shirt and then the manager Todd opened up the door and like, can we help you? I said, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how much longer it's going to be on my order. And they're like, we're closed. I'm like, well, yeah, I know you're closed, but I figured y'all were hunting for my order and then you were going to bring it out. He's like, no, we're closed. I'm like, well, I've been here since 5:10. I said, I checked in with that guy right there in the yellow shirt, showed him my phone that is scheduled to pick up today. And I've been out here for almost an hour and a half now waiting for an order. I said, he knew I was here waiting. He's like, you in the green truck? I said, yeah. I said, well, your guy, I spoke to him. I showed him my phone that it was pick up for today. I'm like, why couldn't he let me know? He's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to come back tomorrow. I will admit, y'all, I dropped the F-bomb twice. Please forgive me, but I think anybody in that situation would have done probably the same thing. You would have lost your cool. And of course, us people with Tourette's, now I'm not trying to make excuses, but it is a common fact that people with Tourette's, when they get agitated or upset, their tics get worse. So of course my tics get worse because I'm upset by this point. When he says that, I'm upset. And of course, people with Tourette's, the more severe they get, the more colorful metaphors are going to come out your mouth. And I did. I dropped the F-bomb twice. Anyone who knows me can testify that F-bombing and all that cussing is not a part of my everyday vocabulary. We've got friends who that is a part of their everyday vocabulary. I mean, can't go, 5 words without a cuss word. That's not part of my vocabulary. My wife, Catherine, she knows when I drop the F-bomb, I am severely upset and agitated. Well, this agitated me. So I dropped it. I'll admit, I apologize. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. So forgive me, y'all. Luckily, you did not hear that. If I would have thought about it, I would have went back there with my camera when I asked him and I would have filmed it, but I didn't. I forgot. It just didn't dawn on me at the time. I was just upset about sitting out there for an hour and a half. But, when he told me, you're just going to have to come back tomorrow, I'm like, I dropped the F-bomb. Like, what do you mean come back tomorrow? I've been sitting here for an hour and a half waiting on my order. Your guy right there knew I was here waiting on an order. You can't even have the common decency to walk out to my truck. I mean, you can't miss this big old green semi right here. I mean, I've got a big green semi truck here, y'all. You can't miss a semi sitting in your parking lot, and literally I'm facing your front door. My windshield's looking at you. You're looking at me because you're standing outside the whole time, outside the doors. So they're looking at me all this time. Their employees are steadily going back inside, and he stands outside. They walk out with another order, walk into a car, they walk back in, they grab another order, they come back in. So, he's out there looking at me all this time. So he knew I was waiting on an order. So why couldn't the guy have the common decency, courtesy, whatever you want to call it, to walk out there and say, hey, look, ma'am, I apologize, we're running behind. We didn't get all the orders pulled. We're closed now. We're on a tight thing with revenues being down. We can't afford the overtime, so we're gonna have to go ahead and leave. Can you come back tomorrow and we'll have it ready for you tomorrow morning? If they would have done that, I would have been perfectly fine. Granted, I would have still been upset for driving 20 miles up to the place to get it and not having it, but I would have understood. Anybody in their right mind would have understood that, because I'm sure Best Buy is extremely hurting for sales right now. Not everybody wants to order online. when they have to drive up there, you know, to get it. And most people want to be able to look and touch and feel, like I said a few minutes ago. So I can understand, you know, sales may be down. So yeah, I get it. You know, you don't want to stay late. You really can't afford it because you're not making the money. You still have lights, power, and everything else. You have bills. I'm an owner operator. I own my truck. I know you look at bottom line, fuel costs, tires, you try to get the most out of everything. I completely understand as a business owner. I mean, I've got laser printers and laptops and expenses, office expenses at the house, you know, that you have to have, equipment and programs and things. Laser printers at the house, plus I've got them on the truck. So, you know, we have expenses. So I get it. I absolutely get it if they didn't want to do the overtime. But there was no reason. It was completely uncalled for that they couldn't walk out and explain the situation. They want to have me go up to the door and they're like, can we help you? Duh, give me my order. You know, I've been here for an hour and a half. I just wanted to grab the guy and choke the guy when he said, sorry, you just had to come by tomorrow. There's nothing I can do for you. For him, Mr. Todd, colored fellow, ooh, I don't know, he was taller than me. I'm like 6 foot, or at least he seemed taller. It might have been because he was inside the door. I was outside. But tall, skinny, colored fellow. He looked taller than me. I'm 6 foot. But his name is Todd. He told me he was the store manager at Pembroke Pines Best Buy. Pembroke Pines, Florida, Best Buy. He said he's a store manager. But to tell me, sorry, there's nothing I can do. Who cares if you waited out there for an hour and a half for your order and your app from Best Buy says you can pick it up today? Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. I mean, come on, people. So, you know, with all this going on with the trucking industry right now, I know y'all tired of hearing this, but today makes 11 weeks I have been gone from my family. 11 weeks I've been down here in Florida running chemicals that, you know, it's deemed essential. But granted, disclaimer, I am here because the money is great. It's not good, it is great. But still, point being, I've spent a boatload of money while I've been down there. I've bought stuff from the Best Buy in Tampa. I bought stuff from Best Buy here on Adventure, Florida, that Best Buy. I've spent money since I've been down here. So, not to mention Ulta. Had to send my wife some perfume for Valentine's Day, so gotta keep that wife happy life. I love you, Catherine. But anyway, you know, truckers spend money, and truckers are really being dissed right now with not having a place to stay. A lot of places aren't letting them park. They're booting them, they're towing them, you know, charging them thousands of dollars to remove a boot, or you're going to get towed. I mean, it's insane the way truckers are being treated. You can't get into a bathroom. You got a lot of these shippers and receivers that have signs up saying, sorry, come in and get your scale ticket and leave. You can't use your bathroom. You can't get any water. And then they wonder why truckers are leaving pee jugs out. Well, if you can't get to a bathroom, you have no choice but to have a bottle somewhere. I'm sorry, a guy's got to relieve himself somewhere. I'm sure you're not going to want him to go out there beside your building and use it beside the building. So, disclaimer, every truck driver's got a jug. I don't care. Y'all can deny it all you want. Every truck driver's got something that he can use the bathroom in a pinch. So, and these are what truckers are going through. You know, we're absolutely being taken advantage of by people nowadays. I mean, like me right now. I've been down here for 11 weeks. For the last 3 weeks, everything down here has been locked down. I have nowhere to go to get out my truck. I mean, I've been off this weekend, but I can't go to the beaches. I can't go to any public park. The video I had yesterday that I filmed about trucking in the coronavirus, I actually got kicked out of that park. You know, by the time where I did drone footage from there, but I forgot to put that to the video. I got brain fried trying to do it. It kept kicking the program out. I kept having to restart it, kicked it out, kept having to restart it. So I forgot the little drone footage at the end of it. But all it was as you saw in the video, just knee-high, a little knee-high fence, a little like ranch style fence around it with openness, no way to block it off. But there was only me sitting in the middle of the field, you know, after I did the video, getting some drone footage, and then a guy and his girlfriend sitting on a bench. They ran us out. I thought you're supposed to isolate. You can't get no more isolated than that right there. Me sitting out there, and then this guy and his girlfriend, like 200 feet away, sitting on a bench. But I got run out of that. I mean, like right now, I'm actually in a parking lot beside a road here, in the shade up in this tree. It's actually a church property over here. They have horses and everything else beautiful over there, which is why I kind of picked this spot, because it can get me out of the truck for a minute instead of being in the parking lot where I pay to park at, or going to a truck stop and sitting there. Other than that, where can I go to get out of the truck to get fresh air? I mean, as y'all can see, the breeze is blowing nice. My hair is just a kicking back. I'm like Josh Groban in his what was it? Live at the Greek? I can't remember if it's Live at the Greek or the One's Awake, or he was talking about. He introduces, hi, my name is Josh. Woo! That's me right now in my hair. I got comments from people who haven't seen me in a while talking about, yes, my hair is long, and it was 10 inches longer till a lady cut it off at the Veda Salon. Woo! That hurt my feelings, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna try to keep growing it, let it grow. Anyway, I digress. My ADHD kicks me to different subjects. I'm this way, that way, up, down, hey, every which way but loose, y'all. I could change topics. I probably change topics more than I change my more than change my underwear. That's daily. Anyway, y'all just think about that. Think about how bad truckers are getting treated. Y'all go on Best Buy. Leave them some comments about what you think. Look up Google reviews. I left them a comment on Google Maps under the Pembroke Pines, Florida Best Buy. Go in there and leave comments about what you think about them. Go to my YouTube channel here. I would love for this video to go viral, so Best Buy can get a hold of it and see what their manager did, which was uncalled for. No reason to let me sit out there for an hour and a half after driving 20 miles, you know, from one Best Buy to another to pick up an order that was supposed to be picked up. So I canceled my order and ordered from another one. Ordered right back from where I was originally going to get. I just, instead of a Canon camera bag, it just says Nikon. Only difference, I don't care what it says on the front, whether it says Nikon or whether it says Canon on it. I can care less. Camera bag's a camera bag. As long as it holds the camera and keeps it safe, I'm happy and I'm good. But, you know, still, go and leave comments. Make sure you look at my YouTube channel, subscribe, share my videos, share them with any other trucker, share anybody else. Hey, I'm trying to get that subscribe count up. I'd love to see 1,000 subscribers before summertime. So be sure to share all my videos. Be sure to get on there. Smash, I mean smash. Buddy, you do it quick. Smash that subscribe button. Tell all your friends to smash that subscribe button when you watch the videos. Give it that like button. Be sure y'all hit the like button on my videos. I will be eventually making a Tourette's Trucker YouTube page. I'll be making a Facebook Tourette's Trucker business page. Eventually we're going to get this slowly and surely. We're working on, I'm going to get this off a personal deal, away from the family stuff. I'm going to eventually move it over to a business side instead of a personal side. So y'all keep that in mind. But send all your friends to my YouTube channel, y'all. Tell them to like and subscribe to my videos. And that is my rant for the day. I know it's long. I apologize, but what they did needs to be said. It needs to be looked at. I will be calling corporate tomorrow, explaining to them, hey, look, you know, this is what your people did to me. It was uncalled for. It was wrong. That store, even though Best Buy itself got the revenue, that store lost the revenue. Because I know each store, they get their bonuses based off the volume of sales at each store location. So he lost the sale and I gave all the sale to the other one. So, but y'all be sure to share my videos, and I would appreciate it. My wife would appreciate it. My family would appreciate it. You know, hey, we're trying to build this YouTube channel up. We're trying to build, you know, subscribers up. So Facebook, share it. Instagram, share it. YouTube, share it. And all y'all be sure to hit the like button. We'll talk to y'all later.